What up, what up, what up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. For those that are new subscribers, welcome. How y'all doing? And for the return subscribers, welcome back. So, I had to come on here and make this video to address what someone said in my comment section to the previous video I made before I made making this one. And so I'm gonna read to you as follows. It was a lady, by the way, that said this. She said, "Do you want your daughter to bring home a man like you? You need therapy, self-esteem, 2 jobs, and a hobby. We have all experienced something. What the F? Grown man giving up is not okay to me. I have a son." Okay. So she said that. So yeah, I read every comment, even the tough ones like this one. And this lady was saying to me, it stuck with me. It stuck with me. Not because it was harsh, but because it was real to her. But here's what I want to say in response. I'm not giving up. I'm speaking up. I've been through things most people wouldn't survive. And if I'm being honest about it on camera, that's not weakness. That's healing in public. This world tells men to shut up and suffer. So when a man speaks out, and a woman, and even a woman, tears him down, it makes me wonder, when are we allowed to be human? I mean, really, when are we allowed to be human? I mean, I know that when I come on here and I talk about things, that I'm opening myself up for harsh criticism to people. But, when I express myself, and the way that I express myself just to give y'all insight on how I feel. But it seems to me that, that it's tough. It's really, really tough, and you can't come on here and say nothing. You just gotta, like I said a few seconds ago, you gotta shut your damn mouth. And, the funny part about it is that when she made those comments to me, she attacked those things as if I don't have these things going on. And, when I come on here and I talk to y'all and let y'all know a little bit of inside of my life, it's for multiple reasons. It's to have therapy within myself, outside of me going to therapy already. It's me getting the things out in the open because I don't like harboring things inside. Because when I harbor things inside, it eats away at me. And, so when I come on here, this is my way of expression. YouTube is a beautiful platform to let these things out because, we don't have the face-to-face connection. We can't talk about these things to people, in person because obviously everybody don't live in the same state. They live in other states. So, of course I know for a fact when you come on here, it can either hinder you or help you or hinder you. So I'm aware of both. But this platform is very beautiful for us to reach out to folks that we never reached out to in our lives. Because if this is never invented, the internet itself, period, then a lot of these things, a lot of these connections wouldn't be established. It'll be the traditional way of going to make friends and make relationships with people in person, which I still admire that to this day, and I wish that it was more of that instead of me coming on here talking to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I would rather have that face-to-face encounter with folks. You know what I'm saying? And expressing myself the way I express myself. But, you know, this is a learning curve of what she said to me. But it also lets me know a multitude of things, is that it's very shallow in multiple ways, that when somebody's vulnerable and they talking about something, that you don't care. It's like, because of a man, I gotta just suck it up. Like, suck it up, buttercup. That's the way shit is. Get over it. We all have problems. We all have experiences. Find a solution to deal with it. As if I don't have any feelings or emotions, you know. And again, I'm not mad when I talk about this. I'm just simply just stating some facts here. You know, when you don't know someone's life, you can't pretty much tell them what they don't have and what they do have. You don't know my background. You don't know what the hell I've been through. You know, you had a space to make your comment, and you made it, right? And so I'm just addressing it. And I know I could have, you know, I could have just left it alone and just got on and, you know, paid close attention to, you know, people who's being positive. But, you know, with every positive there's a negative, and with every negative there's a positive. So I had to address this. I had to, you know. And with things going on in the world today, worse than it's ever been in my entire existence, you know, folks still continue to keep choosing to lower their frequency levels, and they don't want to ascend to a higher frequency level. You know, it's like we lost ourselves completely. There's no dignity anymore. There's no morals. There's no ethics. You know, it's just pretty much because of what someone else is expressing, what someone else is saying and how they express themselves. You attack, without even asking these questions of what's going on. Why do I really feel the way I feel? You know, it lets me know it comes from a shallow place. Although that person may not seem like it's coming from a shallow place, because you feel like it's just tough love and, hey, you better just get over it. This world don't give a damn about nobody. And I beg to differ with it, because the world don't care about anybody. It's based on the people. I don't think it's the world itself. It's the people that's in it. And so, you know, this world is here, right? It's here for anybody to explore it, right? And I've explored a lot of stuff throughout my lifetime, and continuing on, if I have the right kind of health to continue my life. I've explored a lot of things, and I've been some places, and I've seen some things, and, you know, a lot of it was positive, a lot of it was negative, you know. But what it told me throughout this process is to stay humble. Stay humble. Stay in the moment. Relish in the moment. Realize that this is a moment, and that it'll pass, right? And this is, you know, we having a tough time, you know, right now. And, you know, I'm going through a lot. But that don't mean that I don't have these things that's going on with what that person said. You know, take time to get to know somebody before you judge them. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll help you in multiple ways. You know, I think what happened is that people get passed down from generation to generation on how life should be. And life doesn't come with a manual. It just doesn't. People create a manual because of what was passed down to them. And so they follow the trends. And so this is why people keep doing the things they're doing. And I understand that, right? And sometimes you need to help those people who can't even help themselves, right? And maybe she doesn't have an understanding, right? Because she says that, again, that everyone has experiences. Yeah, you're right about that. Everyone does have experiences. But there's people that have different experiences more than others. But does that give you a right to sit there and say the things you said? No. But you're going to say it anyway. And I appreciate you for letting me know, right? I'm not mad at you at all. I'm just simply addressing it. I got the time to do it, so I did it. So, for those of you who, with a heavy heart, who continue to keep attacking other people, just think, if you were in this position, would you want someone to do the same thing to you? Just think about it. Because everybody that stands tall, they fall, and they get back up, and they continue to do the things they're doing. Right? I'm here, I'm talking to y'all, I'm making this video. I haven't fell over and died. Although I know some people may wish that on other people, but I'm not dead. I'm here, and I'm raising my level of frequency that some people in this reality can't really grasp, And so I understand why, because they haven't got it yet. It may take some time, but for me, I'm still learning with this process. So I'm going to continue to keep doing what I'm doing, spreading the positivity around, regardless of, the naysayers, people who look down upon me. I'm not going to stop. I'm just not. If I see any issues that go on with somebody else, I'm going to address it, because I want to clear the air, and I want to let you all know in case they take the narrative and run with it. Because when people spread falsehood, they spread falsehood on people, and they can spread lies, and it goes out like a chain reaction. And once it goes out there, it never stops. And so I want to be able to clear the air on whatever issues that somebody may be saying about me. Y'all hear it from the horse's mouth. I'm not AI. I'm an actual real person. So, I want to be able to come on here and let y'all know that. So, I'm gonna make a video later on. Let me know what your thoughts are on this situation. Do you think that I should have just left it alone, or do you think I should have just addressed it the way I just addressed it? I really would like your thoughts and opinions on this matter, because I'm here to build a community of people. Not just me making videos and getting views and none of that shit. I want to be able to build a community with y'all. So what you guys have to say is really valuable to me, and I take heed to what you guys are saying. So let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, smash that like button. Turn on your push notifications so you don't ever miss a video that I may drop. And again, share this video. You think that somebody else may get something out of this? With that being said, till later on, you guys, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. I'm out.